In today's video, I'm going to be answering the question, should I bulk? Should I cut? How many calories should I eat if I'm bulking? How many calories should I eat if I'm cutting? And everything in between. I laid out some graphics here to help you guys understand the information a little bit better and to help you guys retain it a little bit better as well. But without further ado, let's jump into it. So the first thing that you want to do when you're building out your calorie surplus or your calorie deficit is you want to find out what your maintenance calories are. Your maintenance calories are the amount of calories that you can eat in a day without losing or gaining weight. So this person, for example here, let's say his maintenance calories is 2,000. If he ate 2,000 calories in a day, he won't lose or gain weight. If he ate 2250, he will gain weight. If he ate 1750, he will lose weight. Now, in order to find out your maintenance calories, you can just look up a online calculator. You just have to answer a few questions like your height, your weight, and your activity level, and then it'll spit out a number for you. I'll leave a calculator in the description for you guys just to make it easier. But okay, let's get into it here. So for this example here, I put somebody who is at a 2,000 calorie maintenance. So the deeper that this person goes into a deficit, the more weight that he's going to lose. The deeper that he goes into a surplus, the more weight he's going to gain. Now, when it comes to being in a calorie deficit or going in a cut, there's a couple things that you have to keep in mind. The further away you get from your maintenance, the more fat you're going to lose, of course. But there's something that also comes along with that, and that is muscle loss. The deeper you go into a deficit, the more muscle loss that you risk. So with that said, you have to figure out where you are along this spectrum. Are you somebody who just wants to lose a bit of fat and lean out a little bit, and you want to preserve as much muscle as possible? You would be around this area. If you're somebody who just wants to lose as much weight as possible and you do not care where it comes from, then you'd be closer to this area. Now, there's going to be people in between these 2 points here. You just have to decide what you prioritize most, weight loss or muscle retention. Now, going on to the other side of things, when it comes to bulking, there's a couple things that we have to keep in mind. The further away you get from your maintenance, the more fat you're going to gain. And you'll see this line here representing muscle gain. Why is that there? The reason that's there is because there's a limit to how much surplus you can convert into muscle. Beyond this point here, and it is a little bit different for every person depending where you are in your journey, the excess calories that you eat after this point are most likely going to get stored in your body as fat, right? Your body can only convert so much calories into muscle at one time. Now, with that said, if you are a beginner in the gym, you can get away with going into a deeper surplus and still maximizing your muscle gain. The reason for that is because when you're new to the gym, your body puts on muscle very fast, and this is also known as noob gains. You can pretty much breathe around some weights and you'll build muscle. It's very simple when you're a beginner. So if you're a beginner, you can benefit from 250 to 500 calories above your maintenance in a day and still maximize muscle gain. Now, if you're somebody who is more intermediate or advanced, you're better off staying near 100 to 300 calories in a surplus, so around this area. And the closer that you stay to your maintenance calories when you go into a surplus, the less fat that you're going to gain. So let's say, for example, you're somebody who doesn't want to gain fat. You just want to gain pure muscle, or as pure as possible, right? You're still going to get some fat gain naturally, but the closer that you stay to your maintenance, the less fat that you're going to gain. Right? So if you're somebody who wants to stay very lean or as lean as possible, then you want to stay as close to your maintenance as you can. And the same thing goes, like I said, for the deficit. If you want to retain as much muscle as possible, you want to stay as close to your maintenance as possible. Now, this is something that's also known as maingaining, and I'm sure that you guys have heard this term thrown around before. But maingaining is essentially eating about 100 to 150 calories above your maintenance in order to maximize muscle gain and minimize fat gain. This is something that I've been doing for a very long time because I do not like to be fluffy. I like to be very lean. I like the vascularity and the striations and just the way that my body looks in general when I'm lean. So I try to stay as close to my maintenance as possible while still having a high protein diet and getting a small amount of surplus within my calories. So to go over this again, and it'll help you guys a lot to screenshot this, but when you're eating at your maintenance calories, your fat gain or your fat change will be quite stable, and your muscle change will be pretty much just maintaining the muscle that you have. Now, if you go up 200 to 300 calories above your maintenance, you're going to see some fat gain, of course, but this is where you're going to be maximizing muscle gain. Now, the deeper that you go into a surplus, the more fat gain and the muscle return diminishes at that point. Now, when you're going below your maintenance in a cut, in a 500 calorie deficit, you're going to see moderate fat loss and minimal muscle loss. Now, key points with this is you want to make sure you're getting in your protein, and of course that you're doing some sort of resistance or weight training. The number one rule of thumb with every diet is 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, right? 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Always, no matter what diet you're doing, always at least get 1 gram per 1 pound. So for a 160 pound person, 160 grams of protein. Now back to the calorie deficit. When you're eating 1,000 calories below your maintenance, you will see rapid fat loss, but again, high muscle loss risk. So you need to decide what you prioritize more when looking at this chart. But if you're a beginner, you can get away with, like I said, going into these extremes. But if you're somebody who's more advanced and you spent a lot of time putting on this muscle, then especially when you're cutting, you want to stay as close to your maintenance as possible, right? This way to preserve as much of your muscle mass as you can. And if you want to stay lean, I'll reiterate this point, stay as close to your maintenance as possible. Now, this is all personal preference at the end of the day. Decide how you want to look. You have the formula here. It's very simple, but hopefully this all made sense to you guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you guys have. If you guys learned something here today, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.